Yes, Sarah.
Yes, Miss.
Where were you?
Yeah, I was talking to my brother. He's in the room.
Okay, Sarah. Please stay with me, okay? I want to ask you something. I want to check who joined now. Yes, Sarah, can you please look at this slide and tell me what did we say in this slide? Discuss for me.
Yes. In the orthonormal system of axes, we have a horizontal line x-axis. We can call it also x prime OX or abscissa axis.
Yes.
And we have a vertical line,
yes,
which is y-axis or y prime OY or ordinate axis.
Ordinate.
The two ordinate axis. We have the origin which is 0, 0.
What is the origin? Can you tell me, Sarah, what is the origin?
Where the two lines intersect.
Yes.
And they are perpendicular.
Yes.
To each other.
Can you tell me what do we mean by origin 0, 0, Sarah?
Yes, since
it has
the numbers start from it is.
What are 0 and 0? What are 0 and 0? Abscissa and
the abscissa and ordinate.
Yes, so the origin has abscissa 0 and ordinate 0. Thank you, Sarah. Yes, Aline. Aline?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, in this slide, can you tell me what did we say?
Yes.
Okay, please start.
We have 4 quadrants.
How did we get the 4 quadrants? After drawing the system of axes, right?
Yes.
Yes. What are these 4 quadrants? Say them.
Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4.
So we have 4 quadrants in a system of axes. Thank you. Now I want to ask Mahdi. Yes, Mahdi.
Hello.
Yes, Mahdi. We said that in a system of axes, we can locate points, right, Mahdi?
Yes.
What does a point in a system of axes have? What does it have? Any point in a system of axes should have what? No, listen, Mahdi. Any point,
ordinate.
Okay, so it should any point located in a system of axes should have an abscissa and ordinate. What do we call the abscissa and the ordinate? What are they named?
Coordinates.
The coordinates. Yes. Let's look again, Mahdi, at the point A, which has 3, 5. What is 3?
Abscissa.
Where is it located on x-axis, right? So what is 5?
Yes.
What is 5?
And 5 is the ordinate and it's located on the y-axis.
Yes. If we look again at the system of axes, Mahdi, where do we locate the positive on the x-axis? To which side?
On the right side of the
And the negative?
On the left.
If we look at the y prime y, where do we locate the positive? Upwards or downwards?
Upwards. And the negative? Downwards.
Thank you, Mahdi.
Downward.
Thank you. Now I want to ask, please, Yara. Yes, Yara.
Yes, miss.
Okay, we said 2 important rules in locating points, Yara. Any point having an ordinate 0. If I give you any point having an abscissa, but its ordinate is 0, where is it located?
Parallel.
Yara, if I give you, for example, like this down here, a point C having an abscissa 5 and ordinate 0, because the ordinate 0, read here, Yara, where will the point be located? Read, Yara, read. Any point
Hi, Miss. I can't hear. Can you redo the answer because I didn't hear it because of Wi-Fi.
Okay. I said, Yara, if any point has an ordinate 0, where it will be located? Read the sentence.
The x-axis.
Read the sentence, Yara, please read it. Any
Any
point
point ordinate 0 will be located on x-axis.
and any point having abscissa 0
will be located on the y-axis.
Yes, thank you, Yara. So any point having an abscissa 0 will be located on the x-axis, on the y-axis, and ordinate 0 on the x-axis. Now I want to ask Alex. Yes, Alex.
Yes, Miss, I'm here.
Also, Alex, in the system of axes, we talked about straight lines, right?
Yeah.
Any straight line in a system of axes pass through 2 points. Can you please read the general equation of a straight line in a system of axes? Read it, Alex.
Y equals ax plus b.
What's A?
Slope or direct coefficient.
Yes, the director coefficient. What's B?
Y-intercept.
B is the y-intercept. Okay. Can you tell me, please, Alex, if I wanted to locate a straight line in a system of axes, what should I do? Please read these lines here written in bold. Read them.
To draw a given line of equation y equals ax plus b in a system of axes, we must determine 2 points of it. We locate these 2 points in the system, then we join them to get the line.
Okay. Can you please, Alex, start solving the exercise down? If I asked you, you have a straight line D, y equal to x minus 4, please draw D. If you are going to draw D, Alex, as you read up in the lines, we said we should determine 2 points of the line, right?
Yeah.
Here I want to tell you something very important, guys. To determine 2 points on the line, I should take a value for x to calculate y. I should take another value for x to calculate y, or I take a value for x and calculate y, then I take a value for y to calculate x. And here you can take whatever values you like. You can take x1 to calculate y, you can take y0 to calculate x, you can take x2 to calculate y, you can take x0 to calculate y. Here, whatever values you take, you will get the same straight line, no different straight lines. And I said, always when drawing a straight line, the easiest numbers to take or values to take for x and y are x0, we determine y, y0, we determine x. Okay, Alex?
Okay, miss.
So if you have, Alex, this straight line D, which is y equal to x minus 4, the first value I take for x, what should be? X equal?
2.
X equal what?
I have to go 2x.
No, Alex. Here, if I wanted to draw this straight line in the system of axes, I should take a value for x to determine y. What is the value, the easiest value taken for x to determine
0.
y? What is the easiest value for x, Alex?
0.
Yes. So if I write down, if x is equal to 0, we replace x equals 0 in this equation of the straight line. Look how we replace y equal 2 multiplied by 0 minus 4. 2 multiplied by 0 is 0, so y equal minus 4. So again, I go to the table that I draw before drawing a straight line. The value of x taken is 0. So I write if x is equal to 0, y will be minus 4. Right, Alex?
Yeah.
Now, what would you like to take another value for x or for y? You can choose whatever. For y, what would you like to take for y?
Easiest will be to take 0, yeah?
Yeah, the easiest one to take is 0. So if y equals 0, let's replace it in the straight line D. So we replace y by 0 and we get x. So in the table we write, if y is equal to 0, x will be equal to 2. So what do I get from this table? I get 2 points. The first point has abscissa 0 ordinate -4. I will locate it on the axis. So let's locate abscissa 0 ordinate -4. Since the abscissa is 0, so my point will be located on y-axis, right?
Yeah.
And 2, 0, since the ordinate is 0, it will be located on x-axis. Now, after getting these 2 points, I simply join them with a long ruler to get my straight line, which is D. In this way, we always draw any straight line in the system of axes. Any question?
No, thank you, miss.
I'm repeating them because they are very important. These are our lesson. How to draw a straight line, how to locate points, how to find the slope. These are our lesson. Here in this slide, I'm not going to repeat it, but I'm talking about it quickly. If you are given an equation of a straight line and you should determine the slope and the y-intercept, your equation should be written as the general form of the equation. Y equal to x plus 3 is like the general form of the equation. So I directly determine the abscissa and the ordinate. Also, y equal 3x minus 5 also is as the general equation, because I said yesterday that B, which is the y-intercept, it can be positive or negative. If you find a minus here, don't say it doesn't look like the general equation. It is the same, but here the y-intercept B is negative. It is -5. Also, the equation down, we can determine the slope and the y-intercept directly. But if we look at this equation, y plus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0, we should say that this equation doesn't look like the general form, because we should have y equal the others. Here we have y plus 2x minus 4 equal to 0. So what should we do here is we should manage the writing of this equation to make it looks like the general form. So we keep y on the first side and we take everything to the other side. So it becomes y equal minus 2x plus 4. Now I can determine the slope and the y-intercept. Again, any question about the writing of the equation and it looks like the general form, or I continue?
That's good.
Continue.
Any question, guys?
Continue.
Yes.
Are these clear?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
let's continue.
Yeah.
Then we talked about special straight lines. In the system of axes, we have 3 special straight lines. First, if I gave you 3 points or 2 points to locate, they have the same abscissa. If I join these points, I will get a straight line parallel to y-axis. So many points having the same abscissas belong to a straight line parallel to y-axis. This rule should be memorized because this is a rule. So if I have many points with the same abscissas, then I will get a straight line parallel to y-axis. What will be the equation of this straight line? It will be x equal k. What do we mean by x equal k? X equal k is the abscissa of all the points. So for example here, the equation of the straight line will be x equal to. Now the second rule, many points having same ordinates will be on a straight line parallel to x-axis. After locating M, P, N, I can see that they have the same ordinates. Since they have the same ordinates, then they will be on a straight line parallel to x-axis and of equation y equal k. What is y equal k? Y equal -4 since they have the same ordinates. The last special equation we talked about, a straight line having an equation y equal ax. Here I can see that we have no y-intercept. Whenever we see any straight line written in the similar to this general form, directly I will say this straight line will pass in the origin O, 0, 0. So one of the points that is on this straight line is O, having an abscissa 0 and ordinate 0, and another point we can take it whatever we like. We can take x1 and determine y. We can take x2 and determine y. For example, if I gave you the line y equal to x and we should draw line D. First, to draw a line, I draw this table. I cannot draw a line without drawing the table you see in front of you. So the first, because y equal to x, it is without a y-intercept, directly I say it should pass in the origin 0, 0. So if I take x 0, y will also be 0. So if x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. I put it in the table. If x 0, y 0. Now I take another point. I can take, as I said, whatever value of x and determine y. The easiest value, I will take x1. So let's replace x equal 1 and get y. We get y equal to, we write it in the table. If x is equal to 1, then y is equal to 2. Now, if I wanted to draw the line, I write, if x is equal to 0, then y is equal to 0. This is my first point. It is the origin. So my first point is the origin. The second point, if x1, y is 2. So I locate on the abscissa 1 and on the ordinate 2. This is the second point. When we join these 2 points, we get our straight line D. Did you practice this yesterday, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
For those who didn't send me the notes yesterday, why? I don't know why you didn't send me the notes, guys. I said every day I want to see the notes that we finished together, right? Please, who didn't write the notes yesterday, please write them today and send them to me. I want to check them today. For those who did already, thank you. So these are the 4 particular lines that we have in any system of axes. We have the general form, which is y equal ax plus b. We have a line passing in the origin, which have y equal ax. We have a line parallel to x-axis, having an equation y equal k, and I talked about this. It is the ordinates of the points, so y equal the ordinates, the same ordinate. We have a line parallel to y-axis. It is x equal k. Now I want to ask, please, Reem. Yes, Reem.
Yes, ma'am.
صحتي? Yes, Reem. We said, Reem, any straight line in the system of axes should have a slope, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is the number multiplied by x. This is the slope. So any line in the system of axes should have a slope. Now in this slide, Reem, please read the red line.
Slope of a straight line passing through 2 given points.
So if we have a straight line, wait, Reem, if we have a straight line passing in 2 given points, I will give you the points, and I asked you to find the slope. Yes, Reem, read, please.
To find the slope of a straight line passing through 2 given points, A and B.
A has
XA and YA.
These are the abscissa and the ordinates of A, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, continue.
B have XB and YB.
These are the abscissa and ordinate of B.
Ordinate, yes.
So we have 2 points A and B. We know that the straight line pass in A and B. We will determine its slope. Now I want, please, Jad. Yes, Jad. Thank you, Reem. Yes, Jad. Jad. Jad? You're lagging, Jad. Okay. I want to ask Nurjan. Yes, Nurjan. Nurjan? Syrian? فيش حدا هون؟ سيرين؟
Yes, miss.
Syrian, this is you?
Miss.
Okay, we were talking about how to determine a slope of a straight line passing through two given points, Syrian. Please read the rule written in purple in front of you. Slope of a straight line AB is equal to
YA minus YB over XA minus XB.
This one should be memorized, okay, Syrian? So any straight line I want to determine its slope and it's passing in 2 points, I use this rule. The ordinate of the first point minus the ordinate of the second point over the abscissa of the first point minus the abscissa of the second point. Now, I thank you, Syrian. I want to ask Fadil. Yes, Fadil. Fadil?
Yes, miss.
You have an example, the first example, Fadil. You have 2 points, A, 3, 7, B, 1, 3. You should find the slope of line AB. So directly we write the rule up, Fadil. Please again read the rule that I have written. Slope of line AB equal?
Slope of
straight line AB equal
YA minus YB over YA minus XB.
Not YA. Read it again, Fadil, please.
Slope of a straight line of
AB equal YA
minus YB over XA minus XB.
What is YA, Fadil? It is the ordinate of A, right?
Yeah.
What's the ordinate of A?
7.
Minus YB, what's the ordinate of B? What's the ordinate of B, Fadil? This is B.
3.
3. XA is the abscissa of A. What's the abscissa of A?
3.
Minus XB is the abscissa of B. What's the abscissa of B?
1.
Okay, is it hard to replace in the rule? We just replace. So 7 minus 3 over 3 minus 1. Now we subtract. 7 minus 3 is 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. I divide the fraction. 4 over 2 is equal to 2. Thank you, Fadil. I want to ask Lana now. Yes, Lana? Lana, أنت معنا؟ Mariam, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, Mariam. The second example, you have a point E minus 2, 5, a point F minus 4, minus 2, okay?
Yes.
We should find the slope of line EF. Please read the rule. Slope of line EF equal?
YE minus YF over XE minus XF.
YE, how much is YE? What's the ordinate of E?
5.
Minus, what's the ordinate of F?
Minus 2.
Can I, Mariam, replace minus and minus directly after each other, or I should replace it between parentheses?
I should replace it between parentheses.
That's why I used parentheses here, because I have a minus and a minus after each others. Now, the abscissa of E is?
Minus 2.
The abscissa of F is?
Minus 4.
Because I have a minus and a minus, also I replace it between parentheses, okay?
Yes.
Now I calculate. I multiply negative by negative is positive, and negative by negative is positive.
It's
5
positive.
plus 2 is equal to?
7.
Minus 2 plus 4 is?
2.
So the slope of line EF is how much?
7/2.
Thank you, Mariam. It's 7/2. The last thing I will talk about in this lecture, in this session, in part 1, is also a rule. How to find the length of a segment in a system of axes, or we call it a distance. In a system of axes, in a system of axes, I said that we can locate points. Suppose I gave you 2 points A and B to locate in a system of axes. A is 2 minus 5 and B is minus 4, 3. The first question is, we should locate the 2 points A and B. Let's locate A. Now I want to ask, please, Callum. Yes, Callum.
Yes, hello?
To locate the point A, which is 2 minus 5, what is 2 for A?
2 is the abscissa of
So
A.
where is it located on x-axis, right?
Yeah.
So this is where A is located on x-axis on 2, and minus 5 is?
Is the ordinate, which
so
means it's located on the y-axis.
Yes. When I draw a vertical line and a horizontal line, I get point A. Okay, Callum?
Yeah.
Let's locate point B also together. What's minus 4?
It's the abscissa.
This is the abscissa of B. What is the 3?
Is the ordinate, and
this
located
is
on the
the
y-axis.
ordinate of B. Where they intersect the horizontal and the vertical, I get B. Now you can see that in the system of axes, I located the 2 points A and B. If I join A with B, I will get a segment AB, right, guys? So I have a starting point A and an ending point B. So I will get a segment AB. This is the segment AB here. What I'm going to teach you now, the length of this segment, I can know the length of this segment by applying this rule. So we can calculate the measure of length of segment AB by applying this rule. So this rule is used to calculate the length of any segment in the system of axes. Of course, it's not always AB. It might be EF, MN, OP, XY, whatever the name of the segment, we apply this rule by changing the name of the points. That's easy. So if I want to determine the measure of segment AB, I will use this rule. The measure of AB is equal, big radical, inside it I write XA, which is the abscissa of the first point, minus the abscissa of the second point, all of them squared, plus the ordinate of the first point minus the ordinate of the second point, all of it squared. Now I want to ask, please, Adam. Yes, Adam. Adam?
Yes, miss.
Adam, please, I just want you to read this rule again. So to find the measure of segment AB in a system of axes, Adam, please read the rule. AB equals?
AB equal XA minus XB squared.
Adam, we start the rule with a big radical. Can you see the big radical?
Yes.
So again, AB equals?
AB equal big radical.
Yes.
XA minus XB squared.
All of it squared plus?
All of it squared plus YA minus YB, all of it squared.
Thank you, Adam. Now, I have the abscissa of A here. I have the abscissa of B. I have the ordinate of A, and I have the ordinate of B. So what I should do, I only replace, like I did here. I wrote the rule. So now I'm calculating the measure of segment AB. I always start writing the rule. We always start with the rule, then we start replacing. I replace the abscissa of A is 2, so I replace 2 minus the abscissa of B is minus 4. Also, I cannot put 2 minus after each other, so I replace the minus 4 between parentheses, all of it squared, plus the ordinate of A is minus 5 minus the ordinate of B is 3, all of it squared. Now I calculate the first one. 2 negative times negative is positive. So I get 2 plus 4, all of it squared. Minus 5 and minus 3 is minus 8 squared. Now 2 plus 4 is 6. So 6 squared plus minus 8 squared is 64, because if we have a negative base, all of it squared, it becomes positive. 6 squared is 36 plus 64. Now I add 36 plus 64 is 100. We know that 100 is 10 squared. The squared cancels the radical, I get 10. Always the answer of the radical I get here, I should simplify it. We have learned how to simplify the answer of the radical. So this is the rule that you should memorize to know how to measure any segment in a system of axes. Of course, as I said, not always, it's not always A and B. Here, the name of the points might change. Suppose I have M and N. So I say XM minus XN squared plus YM minus YN, all of it squared. So I change the name of the points according to the name of the segment I'm calculating its measure. So this is how we calculate the measure of a segment in a system of axes. Listen to me carefully, guys. Tomorrow we have a quiz on Taylor's theorem only. This lesson, we will do a quiz in it next week. So please, this lesson, I want you to revise it during the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, because when we come back next week, we will do an exercise of all what we studied in this lesson before we start the second part. Please solve all these solved exercises in front of you. If you solve them, you will know how to apply the rule. They are not hard. Just memorize the rule and apply the exercise. Now, anyone has any question before we finish? Any question, guys?
Miss?
No.
Yes.
No.
Who's saying miss?
No.
Who's saying miss?
فضل.
فضل, yes.
بس الأبسسة تعول بيه كيف جبنا مش ماينس 4 كيف صارت ماينس 4
You mean here the abscissa of B here?
ordinate
The abscissa of B here?
no y يعني y axis
ضيعتني فضل. What is your question? مين هو اللي كيف جبناه؟ فضل, here we are given a point A2 minus 5, right?
yes.
We are given a point B minus 4, 3. When I replace the abscissa of A is 2. Any question till here?
No.
Minus. The abscissa of B is what, Fadil?
minus 4.
Because we have a minus and a minus, I should put it in between parentheses because it's negative. I continue, all of it squared, plus the ordinate of A is minus 5, minus the ordinate of B is 3, all of it squared. Now here, Fadil, what I do is I always multiply the negative by the negative to have one sign only. Negative times negative is positive, so it becomes 2 plus 4, all of it squared. This is your question, Fadil?
Yes. Thank you.
So we only, Fadil, replace. If we are replacing a negative number after a negative, we should replace it in between parentheses, okay? Is this clear?
Yeah.
Please, Fadil, after you finish all your classes today, This lesson, study it on Saturday because I know tomorrow you have quizzes. When you finish everything on Saturday, please revise.